Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, welcome if you are new. And today, something we touched on over Vlogmas is the state of my office. It's my office, my studio, my doghouse, whatever you want to call it. It's where I spend the majority of my time. Obviously during current times, work from home is a situation that we're all kind of fairly used to. So this is where I tend to live. But the problem with this is it becomes a bit of a dumping ground at the same time. So it tends to literally be littered with everything that comes through from the lounge, then into here. This was all left over from Christmas stuff and tidying up. This is something that I still need to finish. I was supposed to do it over Christmas and didn't finish it. I've got all of my chili plants, my easel, obviously tripod. Everyone with a YouTube channel needs a spinny wheel. I've just managed to accumulate a couple of chairs, but there's just rubbish and crap everywhere, all over my desk. So what I want to do, it's 2021 now, people, 2021. Can you believe it? Yeah, I hope it's better than the last one anyway. So I need to clear up all of the stuff over there. This is my current PC, I'll go into that spec in a minute. This is my future one. This is gonna be some components swapped out to the other, so I will be building that out. But this is my new 2021 setup, and it's gonna be amazing. Totally amazing. So yeah, it's currently about as messy as Diane Abbott's maths homework. So I need to really sort all this out, find places for stuff and make it a nice place to be, because as of tomorrow, we are back to work, kids are back to school, and I need a nice place to be, and I've let this become disgusting. So yeah, on we go. Let's tidy this hole up.
3 hours later.
I keep finding all manner of things in my office, which is understandable given my office. One of the things I really want to try and do as well is Zach is running, and I'm going to take you through Zach's. So Zach is who you see if you haven't seen the channel, check it out. He's my 13-year-old. He's getting into streaming, so for Christmas he set up his streaming setup. So we've upgraded that quite considerably. But he is still running an old Enter Geek Mode i7 4970K, and here he is now. But so I'm trying to find ways. You can come in. Okay. So I'm trying to find ways of upgrading his computer. He's just got a Logitech streamer cam, which we've set up and everything. But the problem with that is we can't get the max 60 frames per second because his old motherboard is well, it only runs USB 2, not USB 3.1. So I'm trying to, as I upgrade my stuff, then pass stuff down, because all my stuff's obviously still really good, but we're trying to upgrade his stuff. But I have found some stuff in my office that might help him as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so here we have, this is an N2 hard drive. So this goes into not your current motherboard, because that just won't work.
Okay.
But this is a 256 gig M2 hard drive. So it's one of the fastest hard drives you can get is an M2, an NVMe like this.
It's amazing how small they are, yet how powerful they are.
Well, exactly. But at the same time, I've got a Samsung 500 gig SSD that I found as well.
What's the thingy SMD?
SSD, solid state. So
okay.
It's solid state, doesn't have any moving parts. So the old school hard drives, if you look at them, my old ones here, these are broken, need to find a way of getting rid of them. They have a moving disc inside that's attached there.
Okay.
A laser goes around and reads it. It spins round, that's why you can see that kind of round part in there. So inside, that spins round. It even tells you how fast it spins round. Somewhere, I think this is 5,400 RPM, but it says it in here somewhere. Anyway, these are from our NAS and they died, so I had to replace them. So they're broken, but we have 2 SSDs here. This is small ones, you probably won't want to use it. It's only 120 gig. I was running this in a mining rig, don't use this anymore. This one I've got a 500 gig. I retired this one and upgraded to a terabyte, so this one's going spare. And this one, you would normally use this for your boot drive. So your C drive, this would be your Windows operating system, this would be on there. Okay. So we have some hard drives ready to go in your new computer. So as soon as I migrate my stuff, and I can't quite do that yet because I still haven't finished all of the stuff that I need to get for it. Yeah. So I'm hoping January sales are good for me. Maybe. But anyway, this stuff can be yours. Yeah. I'll put it in a little bag for you, and you can take it upstairs and put it somewhere safe.
Safe.
For our future build.
Safe.
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 The next word is safe. Safe usually means not in danger, right? But in Roadman dialect, safe means cool. So when you want to say that something is cool, you can say like, that's safe fam. Then let's take a look at an example sentence. Your trainers are cool, mate. Hey, your crepes are safe fam.
So we're making progress, getting rid of all this stuff. Harper's doing a massive help, aren't you?
Yeah.
Massive help.
Put metal in the bin.
You may be thinking, why have you got so many selection boxes and things left over? I did, and I might save this for another video, if anyone is marginally bothered, but I did I actually, while I was off over December, I obviously started selling some advent calendars. We can't get Cadbury's chocolate over here. I wanted some, well, specifically Cadbury's advent calendars and selection boxes for the kids. So I ordered some in. I ordered too many, of course. And then I realised there was a bit of a market for it. So I ended up selling something ridiculous like 75 advent calendars, 50 selection boxes, 40 boxes of mince pies, loads of things that I ordered and got over pre-Brexit, obviously. But now I have some left over, so I need to get rid of them. Do you want a selection box? Do you want a selection box? Yeah? Do you want to go and give them to everyone in the house? Go on then, be Mrs. Santa. You can do that, it's all good for me. One each, yeah?
Just need my Santa hat.
No, you don't need to get a Santa hat, thank you very much. I'm trying to tidy up, not Miss May making a mess. Go on, Santa Claus. Off you go, Mrs. Claus. That should keep them happy for a couple of minutes at least, while they inhale it. Rather get out of the way now. Right, back onto cracking this stuff. Harper's helping, cleaning away. Thank you for cleaning my seat. You're a good little helper, aren't you? Wicked. Am I the only one that ends up with, I mean, don't get me wrong. This isn't my only bag of random miscellaneous wires and things. That one's under the bed, which has multiple things in it. But this one, it's all like old GoPro accessories and everything. I don't really know what to do with them. I've got mounts, an old GoPro. I think that's the original. I got all sorts in here, so I need to find something to do with that. Maybe it goes under the bed for now. At least I know where it is. I'll take this out though. Always useful. What's this? 8 gig? 4 gig. Wow. Old school this. This has got to be about 20 years old, I reckon. Right. I'll sort that. So that's pretty much, well, back up to a workable place to be. And it's much nicer. I'll do a quick little B-rolly tour and then I'll give you a walkthrough of what we've got. So starting with my main PC, I've had this PC now for probably about 4-ish years. It's an i7 7700K running at about 5 gigahertz, 4 core. But that's where the limitations are at the moment. It's got 64 gig of RAM. That's 4 lots of 8. And that's Corsair Vengeance RAM. It's got a 256 gig Samsung M2 drive, It's got a couple of terabytes in SSD drives. It's running a Corsair H100i CPU cooler, and it's got a GTX 1080 SC graphics card in. My biggest bottleneck at the moment is my CPU, so my single core speed, because it's 4 core. Doing video editing, you know, I'm really suffering from that kind of speed. It does handle most things, but it just takes quite a long time to do the graphics processing and rendering. So that's a bit of a pain in the arse, which is the reason why I am going to be reusing my PSU, so my power supply in there, and my graphics card for the time being will be going in there. I just need to get a cooler for that, so I want to get an NZXT, one of the Kraken coolers. So I'll be looking for something like that, and then I can start to move everything over. I will also be using the RAM from there, so that can move over to there. Until I have those, I can't migrate from that to that. The second-hand stuff from this, hand-me-downs, will be going to Zach, which I think will be a nice upgrade from his i7 4970 or 4790, whichever one it is, can't remember. But which has been a complete powerhouse, I have to say. Moving on to the nice seat I'm sat in. The desk is your standard Alex Ikea desk. So it's the Ikea hack made up of Alex drawers and the worktop. It's a large space, which is absolutely fantastic. I also have the two, I can't remember what they're called, but the two drawer sections or shelf sections on the sides, which are absolutely perfect for this use. We've got our HP wireless all-in-one printer at the top there. It's fine, does the job. These are Mission LX2s, which are absolutely superb. If you haven't seen, I'm running the LX1s upstairs, but these are absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased with the sound that these give. So as well, my little Uma Thurman painting up there, down, so we've got the LX1s there. We have the Synology DS212J NAS running there. I've got, to be fair, I really like these. These are the SMSL. They're pretty cheap off Amazon, eBay, whatever. I'll put the links for everything in the description. This powers everything perfectly. It's got a sub out as well, because I am running Klipsch sub under there, which makes a huge difference. Excuse the rest of my cable tidying. One of the things I'd hugely recommend, I've got some sticky back, if you can't quite make it out, but some sticky back, glittery, dark vinyl that I've stuck on the wall there, because you can't help it, your feet always get the walls really dirty, so that keeps them nice and clean. I'm also running a Korg DAC there. I've got a couple of sets of headphones back there. The ones I used to use at work, the noise cancelling NC10s by AKG. I've also got the AKG, I think there's 702s at the back there. They're superb over ears. Then we come into my main work setup. So I have, this is my work machine, not mine, but it's my MacBook Pro with my Apple accessories on the side. So my AirPods and my work SE iPhone. One of the things as well I'd really recommend is I use multiple monitors and multiple computers daily. What I use to make it more efficient, there's this app that you can run on multiple computers called Barrier. Now Barrier is like a KVM, so it means you can use one keyboard and mouse across two machines. And that is hugely important for me when I'm working. It means that I don't need to switch between mice and keyboards when I'm using two computers, so I can go between my home computer and my work computer with just one mouse. It means I can use my home mouse on my work computer, the same with my keyboard. So this is my Drevo. It is actually wireless as well, it's just charging at the moment. So it's a Drevo mechanical small keyboard there, so it's RGB, mechanical, wireless, Bluetooth, and it's pretty cheap. I think it's like 40 quid. I like it because I like the mechanical keyboard. I've got my Razer Mamba there, and these both run, mainly they're connected to my main PC there. But I've installed Barrier on my MacBook and installed Barrier on this machine, so it means that I can use both across two, which is perfect for me. I'd like to address the elephant in the room regarding my monitors before anyone comments. Yes, I'm aware that they're not perfectly in line. Yes, I'm aware that the middle one sits slightly higher than the two side ones and they have sagged a little bit. I am aware of this too. Firstly, to make the change, I can't do micro adjustments to make it any higher, and they're actually equal for the two. I never play any games, or really play any games in general, but if I do, I don't have it across through anyway, so it makes no difference. It does trigger a lot of people because they're like, you're not straight, but they're equally not straight either side, and it works. It just works, so fuck off. I get it. But this is my main setup. I have all Samsung curved, so that's the Samsung curved 34-inch on the side. So that's widescreen. I can't remember the resolution, but it's by 1440, and these are just 1080 ones on the side. You can actually slightly tell the difference between the different colors you see on those actually. But yeah, enough real estate. Yeah, I've got more monitor space than I know what to do with, which is perfect. It's really useful. I do use it all when I'm working, so I'll have multiple things across different, so I can have potentially, 8 different windows open there at one time, which is really good. I'm really happy with my current setup. Like I said, once I've sorted out my small upgrades, I'll be super, super happy. I need some more RGB because RGB is life, and I used to have some, but it was cheap and crap, and it stopped working. So now I can't have a nice pink glow behind. So I'm going to get some new light bars behind there, and they can sit there. Otherwise, everything now has its place. This is recently, so this is all, I've got my DJI gimbal there, I've got my old Panasonic Lumix camera there, I've got my 8-man, which essentially, if you don't know 8-man, they're like action cams, but I've got a couple of those. I bought them originally for Thailand, and we never end up going, so we will be taking those or using those with paddleboarding and stuff, so they'll be really useful. I've also got a DJI mini drone as well, so that'll be really useful, and then all of my painting stuff down here as well. So it's now, before I didn't have anywhere to store all this stuff because these are new additions, so I'm really pleased that I've now got that will be then turned up nicely on the side with a nice interior view, and that will be gone perfect. So that's all on that side. On the other side, it's just filing. I've got all my files there, paper, spare paper, some books, things like that. Important stuff goes on that side, right in its own place. All my paintings go there. I need to finish that. And then around my room, I've just got different artwork that I've completed, and then some things that need to be posted off. But yeah, that is the official 2021 version of my room tour, my office tour. Oh, one last thing I have to show you, a present from my wife. This is, if you've not seen Jim Will Paint It, this is Jim Will Paint It. This is, he does all this on MS Paint, Microsoft Paint, and this is a scene of all the 90s special characters. So this is kind of one of the pride of place pieces in my office. Also my chair, they're supposed to be mega expensive, Herman Miller's, but I got this refurbed and it had a small mark on it, so I got a complete deal on that. I'd never would have paid the full price for them, but I got that on a deal, so it makes a huge difference. My back is useless. I feel like I'm 58, even though I'm not. I'll probably look it too, but that is a godsend, really helps my back out. So that's probably one of the best things I've got. Like I said, all my links for things that I can think of will be in the description. I'll update you when we finally do that final switch over and see what the difference is in, especially doing the rendering of videos. Currently takes me about 30, 40 minutes on a 4K video, which the reason why I've started to do 1080 60p is because it's a lot smoother in one sense. Most people don't run 4K anyway, and my rendering time and export comes out at about 15 minutes compared to 40, so makes a difference. But either way, hopefully that will change when I've upgraded everything. Hope you enjoyed the room tour. Any questions about any of my setup, let me know. If you'd like to hear anything or just see anything more, just let me know and I will give you a answer. Something. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Happy 2021, and here's to adventures this year. Peace out.